10 minutes, he was like, call this number. I'll never forget, it was a 516 number. He's like, this Puff was at his Hampton house. I didn't know what the heck the Hamptons was, none of that. Yeah, you know, come to New York, we sit down and we talk, you sign on that dotted line, and that's it. I was like, done.
Mario Wine is here.
The ladies got real happy when Mario got on stage.
I definitely enjoyed it. It was an honor, man.
And you sounded good. It makes a difference.
He trying to make the comeback for the Caramel Brothers. You know?
Yes, we trying to bring the caramel back on there.
But he produces all the records with me, you know what I'm saying? He the producer, write all the records. My partner, he's the only one I really do records with.
That thing right. There we go.
Special crown.
But a record executive said to me, if this place go up in flames right now, the only that will survive it. He said he a shepherd for the devil. He said, I don't even feel comfortable being here now that I saw that happen with Father MC.
Mario Winans finally broke his silence about his time with Diddy and Bad Boy Records, and honey, the tea he spilled is scorching hot. We're talking mental torture, freak-offs, manipulation, and even witchcraft. Yes, you heard that right. Now, for those of you who might not remember, Mario used to be an in-house talent for Bad Boy and was featured on some major hits with Diddy like I Don't Want to Know and I Need a Girl Part 2. But something went down around the time Mario dropped his second album on Bad Boy. And now he's finally speaking out about the infamous Bad Boy curse. Y'all, we've heard plenty of artists signed to Diddy talk about how he destroyed them financially, mentally, and emotionally. But Mario's situation, it might just take the cake for being the most disturbing. According to the rumors, Diddy didn't just exploit Mario for his talents, he allegedly manipulated him into participating in those notorious freak-offs. And then there's the witchcraft allegations. When Mario hinted at dark forces behind Diddy's success, he claimed he felt like he was being spiritually attacked. And get this, it's not just Mario. Other alleged victims of Diddy's freak-offs have been saying the same thing. Apparently, it took Mario years to recover from the damage Diddy caused him, both physically and spiritually. So what really went down between Mario Winans and Diddy? What did Mario reveal about those rumors of freak-offs and witchcraft? Let's break it down, fam.
He called me when I was 15. She was like, man, I got this group. But during the time Andre had resigned, there was so much going on at Motown. I was going through some things. I wasn't ready to be an artist. So when it came to performing, it was terrible.
First, let's talk about Mario's background. Born in South Carolina, but raised in Detroit, Mario comes from gospel music royalty. His parents are gospel legends Marvin and Vicky Winans, and his uncle and aunt are the famous BB and CC Winans. Talk about a talented family tree. Mario learned to play piano, keyboards, and drums while in school. His mom, Vicky, even hooked him up with a room full of recording equipment so he could master his craft. After high school, he started producing for gospel groups like Fred Hammond, The Anointed, and the Clark Sisters. His big break came in the mid-90s when he signed a production deal with Rowdy Records. But the real game changer, working on R. Kelly's self-titled album in 1995, producing hits like I Can't Sleep Baby and You Remind Me of Something. In 1997, Mario dropped his debut album, Story of My Heart, through Motown Records. Shortly after, Mario linked up with Diddy and joined the Bad Boy Records family. His first gig was playing drums on Diddy's track Come With Me in 1998. From there, Mario became one of Bad Boy's go-to producers, working with major artists like Biggie Smalls, Lil' Kim, Faith Evans, Loon, Black Rob, and 112. Outside of Bad Boy, he also produced for other big names like Mary J. Blige, Whitney Houston, Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, and Brian McKnight.
Yeah, man, I definitely think the idea that my brother Skull is working with the artists and just helping them and breeding them and direct them and leading them in the right way is phenomenal. Always reach one, teach one, and we got to do the same thing somebody did for us. You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around, and I'm all for it, all right?
In 2002, Mario hit a new high when he co-wrote the track I Need a Girl Part 2 with Diddy. The song, featuring Loon, Genuine, and Diddy himself, became a massive hit. Mario then worked on his second album between 2001 and 2003 while juggling collabs with other artists. The first single, I Don't Wanna Know, featuring Diddy, was a huge success, spending 8 consecutive weeks at #2 on the US Billboard Hot 100.
I would say, as far as collaboration and featuring, the most memorable songs I have to say was with my brother Puffy. We had great success on our songs that we collaborated with. We actually have like 5, maybe 6 records we collaborated with. That's the most. He's the most. He's the person I've collaborated with the most and has the most success with collaborating with, man. So I definitely have to say Puffy.
But here's where things start to get messy, fam. The second single, Never Really Was, didn't make much noise. And around this time, Mario started experiencing a series of personal issues. We're talking tax evasion, baby mama drama, and even those witchcraft rumors. So, shortly after Mario started working with Diddy, he met a woman named Janelle Bennett, who worked for Diddy's clothing brand, Sean John. According to Page 6, Mario and Janelle hit it off immediately and started an on-again, off-again relationship that lasted for 8 years. In 2005, they welcomed a son, Jordan. But plot twist, around the same time, Mario also welcomed a daughter with his side chick, Joy. This led to some serious baby mama drama over child support. In March 2008, Janelle told Page 6 that Mario was refusing to support their 3-year-old son. She claimed Mario kicked her out of the house, leaving her homeless and living with friends on the south side of Chicago while working as a cocktail waitress. According to court documents, Mario was supposed to pay Janelle $4,500 per month, but Janelle claimed she didn't see a penny from him. Meanwhile, Mario continued to work closely with Diddy, but it seems the more time he spent around him, the worse luck he had in his personal life. In 2016, Mario was busted for not filing his federal income tax returns for several years. He admitted it was intentional and pleaded guilty to the charges. According to Billboard, he was facing up to 2 years in prison and a $200,000 fine for skipping out on his taxes from 2008 to 2012. Then in September 2017, TMZ broke the news that Mario was arrested for unpaid child support. At that point, he owed Janelle $178,000. In court documents obtained by TMZ, he admitted he was only making around $3,000 a month from his songwriting royalties, which wasn't enough to cover his payments. Now let's talk about those wild witchcraft rumors. These rumors were pretty shocking, considering Mario came from a religious gospel family and always talked about how God is everything to him.
First of all, I want to give all glory to God. I mean, God is so merciful and great to us. And I want to thank the Mobile Awards, Universal, Island Def Jam, Bad Boy, all the people that's here with me, my dancers, everybody that I love, all the fans, I love everybody here. Thank y'all so much. Thank you.
So where did these witchcraft rumors even come from? Well, you can probably guess. It all ties back to Diddy and his influence on Mario. The rumors first surfaced after Mario's mom, Vicky, sent an email to his ex-girlfriend Janelle accusing her of getting Mario involved in some dark arts. In one leaked email, Vicky wrote, "Girl, you did not ask me when you took action and screwed Mario that day. You should have used a defense." Or in the, you say, sorry, now, remember how Janelle worked for Diddy's clothing brand, Sean John? Well, word on the street is that Janelle learned about witchcraft from none other than her boss, Diddy himself. For years, rumors have been swirling that Diddy might be into some dark stuff like occult practices, witchcraft, and even some straight up demonic rituals. A few years ago, things really got wild when someone posted a thread on Lipstick Alley claiming they allegedly walked in on Diddy at an industry party speaking in tongues during some type of seance. One user commented, "I personally know someone that witnessed the same dark room chanting episode." She was also demanded to leave when she started praying. This happened within the last 2 years out in LA. Now, I know this sounds totally unhinged, but this wasn't the last time we heard these types of stories about Diddy. And if you've been paying attention to the music industry gossip, then you know that a lot of these big artists like Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and others are often linked to rumors about secret societies, occult rituals, and witchcraft.
I want everybody to know that God is real and to stay in alignment with your higher self, your higher purpose. Do activities that bring the best out of you and not the worst out of you. Understand that there's a high level of low vibrational entities around, but also with that awareness, there's high vibrations around as well. So we just need to have more awareness where we're trying to go and what we're trying to do and what's gonna make us happy.
Meanwhile, Jay-Z also got accused of being involved in some bizarre rituals, specifically spirit cooking. Earlier this year, journalist Liz Crokin publicly accused Jay-Z of getting rid of his alleged mistress, Kathy White. But Liz didn't stop there. She also called out Jay-Z and his industry friends for being involved in these so-called spirit cooking rituals, allegedly done under the supervision of performance artist Marina Abramovich, who was rumored to be the go-to witch for the elite.
Abramovich's video on spirit cooking after listing on a wall some of the ingredients of the cake of light, and even more disturbing, splashing an effigy of a small child with blood. Abramovich's video cuts to a clip of a huge snake wrapping around her body. This underscores the satanic goal of the spirit cooking ritual in invoking the serpent of old, a biblical symbol for the devil. Abramovich is simply declaring that spirit cooking makes you one with the devil. Crowley's Book of the Law states that the world is to be ruled by a group of satanic elite supermen under the authority of the beast or the Antichrist and Satan. The Book of the Law states, quote, "Let my servants be few and secret. They shall rule the many and the known," end quote.
Better understanding on why Jay-Z said in his song State of Empire featuring Alicia Keys, "Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends."
Now, going back to Diddy, people have been saying for years that his rise to power wasn't just built on talent and ambition, but on actual sacrifices. Apparently, the whole bad boy curse narrative is a part of that. A lot of people believe Diddy was somehow siphoning the energy of his artists for his own benefit, basically using them up and spitting them out once they'd served their purpose. In Cassie's lawsuit, she talked about how Diddy carefully set up these freak-off sessions. She mentioned that he would arrange candles in a special way and made sure that everyone involved wore some type of masks. This led fans to speculate that these freak-offs were some type of rituals that Diddy recorded for his elite friends.
And they are dumbing it down to the fact that they think that P. Diddy is on some kind of spree for removing people who speak about this because he's gay. That is not the issue. There are gay people, but what we're talking about here is ritualistic deviancy used to harness energy of a human being. Ritualized, thought out, planned, specifically to rip the person down and hide behind their energy. But what if we're talking about a religion that hides behind the energy of the most innocent on this planet, who are lit up energetically because it hasn't been broken? You know, Bieber was famous as a teenager and all of that. How do you think he got that way? Because they harnessed his energy and presented him while him, the self, is broken. He is broken and a shell of himself because he has lost his sense of self. They stole that. That is what they wear.
Meanwhile, more fans started speculating that Diddy had been involved in occult practices for years. A video resurfaced, originally posted by Diddy on his Instagram, that showed him sitting in front of crystals and burning sage while wearing a Biggie Smalls shirt. Some fans also started speculating that Diddy is involved in witchcraft after he got this huge back tattoo believed to represent Erzulie, a goddess and powerful spirit in Haitian voodoo.
Y'all be getting tattoos and have no idea what it is you're putting on your body, okay? Anyway, look who Diddy has on his back. And ask yourself, do you think, y'all know we're going into year 8, you know, this, the age of Aquarius where everything is being revealed. Do you think she's gonna let this slide?
But it goes further than that. An old video of Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has resurfaced where Gene talks about these full moon rituals Diddy allegedly carried out with the Bad Boy crew. According to Gene, Diddy held these rituals every year on Kim Porter's and Biggie Smalls' birthdays, and Gene said all kinds of disturbing activities took place there.
So it was actually him and Kim. Kim Porter's birthday was on the same day. And people was thinking that because of Puff gave his birthday party on her birthday, but it was bigger than that, and people don't understand that. And I think that he had almost told off on himself when he spoke about the winter solstice, and that's when the pagans and people who believe in the cult was looking for that moon on 12/12 at 12 a.m. And they were doing spiritual rituals at that time. That's when that was going to be the last day of the full moon, and that means that the seasons and all that stuff has changed. But when you get into that spiritual realm stuff, it was when people they went and they gave, they paid homages to certain sacrifices and homages to certain idols. And on the third day, they would drink, party, be merry, and the men would have sex with each other. If you don't believe it, look it up for yourself. It was the last day of the full moon. And because it landed on 12/12 at 12, that's when ritual sacrifices and prayers and everything was given to certain idols. And on the third day, they drank, they be merry and be happy, and the men would give gifts to each other and have sex with each other. So it was bigger than that. And he gave his day on my man's birthday. 3 days after the full moon, 3 days after the last moon, on 12/12, 12 a.m.
Now, sources close to Mario Winans have recently addressed all these wild allegations about Diddy's crimes. They're saying Mario is allegedly blaming Diddy and some occult rituals for all his struggles. According to these insiders, Mario apparently regrets getting caught up in these rituals orchestrated by Diddy, and he believes his ex-girlfriend Janelle, who used to work for Diddy, was the one who first got him involved. But according to these same sources, Janelle didn't do it on her own. It was all allegedly on Diddy's orders because Diddy wanted to leech off Mario's energy and recruit him for those freak-off sessions. To be clear, these are just rumors, but it's still wild to think about all the messed up things Diddy allegedly put his artists through. It kind of makes you wonder what happened to those bad boy artists who didn't live to tell their stories. As for fans, they're saying Mario's definitely an example of the bad boy curse. One fan said, "From the jump, did anyone catch that Puff introduced him to the side chick that allegedly practiced witchcraft? I caught that. I don't think it was an accident either. Puff placed her in his life." And another fan added, "The witchcraft spell is called the fork. This all started after he started working with Diddy." But what do you think, fam? Did Mario fall off because he got involved with Diddy and his rumored witchcraft rituals? Or is this all just a bunch of wild conspiracy theories? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And that's the tea for today, loves. Remember, in the world of celebrity gossip, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Keep it locked right here for more juicy updates, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This is your girl Sophie Scoop, signing off. Stay fabulous and stay curious.